Fight Night Round 3 was one of the best launch titles available for the 360 and was equally impressive on PS3. And its sequel has been hotly anticipated by sports fans, beat-em-up lovers and fight aficionados equally. It's got a lot to live up to, and any game that puts Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson on its cover is promising a degree of quality and excitement that will be tough to deliver.
Huge uppercut by Hat.
Fortunately, Fight Night Round 4 makes it, although it's a close run thing at first. Like its predecessor, the bulk of the punch controls are mapped to the flicks and circles of the right stick, a control system that takes a lot of getting used to at first, but eventually becomes intuitive and versatile. Throwing jabs, body shots, hooks and overhands will all come naturally after a little practice, although uppercuts remain tricky to master for a long time. The need to swap the right stick between punches, blocks and power shots by way of the triggers and shoulder buttons, all while swaying and ducking with the left trigger, means that you'll start to wonder if the control system is asking too much not only of the right stick, but also of your flailing fingers and thumbs. For a brief, perilous period, Fight Night feels like the sort of game where you eventually won't be bothered to master all the controls, and consequently will never get the most out of it. But grit your teeth and persevere, because when it all falls into place, it's well worth it. Around the fight game's maxim that styles make fights, Fight Night 4's bouts factor in the fighter's size and preferences for getting in close and hooking, staying at range and throwing speedy combinations, counter-punching, or even simply standing bolt upright and slugging away with power shots. The result is that different fighters gain an advantage from using tactics that suit their size and style, in a way that feels organic rather than preordained by the number cruncher. Exploit your skills to hit without being hit, and you'll find that you've earned a stack of trainer points, which can be spent between rounds to tailor your recovery. If you're all cut up and in danger of a stoppage, you might spend the bulk of them on damage repair. But if you think your opponent can be taken out by a sustained flurry, then spend them on your stamina to keep your arms from getting weary. It's up to you. This strategic depth, combined with the tactical depth offered by the punch controls, is what makes Fight Night Round 4 so incredibly gripping. That said, it's not without its flaws. The overly easy opponents from round 3 are gone, but only because they've been made more durable, rather than because the AI seems any smarter. And the camera occasionally feels like it's a little bit too close to the action, making it difficult to keep a sense of your position in the ring. And the knockout recovery mode, in which you have to orient yourself and stand using a deliberately slippery slider, takes you just a step too far out of the main game, breaking the immersion. Of course, when you're stringing together jabs and overhand rights, switching smoothly from body shots to headhunting, and finally breaking down an opponent's defences to unleash a devastating barrage of leather, none of that will matter. And that's Fight Night's biggest selling point. Beyond the glorious graphics and massively improved lighting effects, beyond the 40 real-life fighters, the multiplayer modes and the physics engine that makes sweat fly, faces deformed and stunned opponents topple like Jenga blocks, the heart of Fight Night Round 4 is its furiously speedy, thrillingly versatile action. Forgive the pun, but this really is a knockout.